Yeah, so we're talking about the barbecue place. What's the name of it?
Bubba. Now like new Mexican restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it was okay, and I heard that service was kind of off, but people were like maybe because it's brand new.
Like the old Tapatía place.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So
I like the decor in there. It felt really, really homey before, so I haven't been there. They probably redesigned it.
They redesigned it. They did some graffiti on the outside. They made it more hipster.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to attack maybe the nightlife a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I mean nightlife, you got what Pounders.
Mm-hmm.
Like no mas, right?
That's it.
Pounders on Grand.
Hey, there's a YouTuber or podcaster, somebody out there, but all they do is stand in front of Pounders and wait for some action.
Yeah, that's the drone Esco or something like that. Escondido drone or something like that. Oh yeah, I've seen that. And there's just fights all the time outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's funny.
Damn.
That's what's funny.
Imagine if they had some of these Margarita Rocks for you guys.
Oh, gee, they'd be like a. I'd be famous probably. They'd probably do like a reality show about Margarita Rocks and everything that went on in there. Because
Pounders got. I think they had people arrested for guns and knives.
They used the drugs out of there too, man.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Pounders bathroom, bro. You probably never been there, right, bro? So Pounders bathroom, when they'd be like nightclub kind of scene or just later on in the evening, I would go there a couple times, and then, dude, the pisser for the men's restroom was so bad. Like you walk in, it's like you don't know if you're stepping on water or piss, and it's just like splash, splash. You're like, what the hell, bro?
But I don't know if they still do, but that place was dope because it had a bunch of 80s bands.
Yeah, they do.
Do they still have the 80s bands?
I don't know.
It's like a biker's bar, right?
Yeah.
Semi-bikers because it's kind of half and half.
Yeah, half and half. They got a lot of TVs in there and I think one pool table or two pool tables.
Is there an 80s club out here?
No.
We have an 80s club in Corona.
Oh, yeah.
It's called the 80s Club. That place is dope.
People go there a lot. I've been wanting to go there.
It's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Pounders, so are we still tipping just $1 per mug? Is that how it goes?
Dude, I don't know. Beers, I don't drink anymore, but I heard beers are probably like $15 a freaking mug now. I don't know. I don't do that.
A big mug?
Well,
like
I mean, they sell them there like that. They sell big ones.
Mm-hmm.
They sell big ones, but I mean, tipping for beer now. I mean,
back in the day when you go to bars and clubs, you order a mug and it was $2.50, $3, and you throw them $1.
I drop $1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Usually, that's what I did when we were in Nashville. Every time if I go to the bar to order a drink, I'm only giving you $1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm gonna come back. But if you hold the tab open, and you're my bartender, and every time I see you, or you see me, you're like, "What up?"
Mm-hmm.
I keep the tab open. You come get me and give me good service, so your tip gets better.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it gets better for me. I'm not conscious of that. Maybe I should, but I just try to count how many beers I'll have, and so if I've had like 7 beers per se,
$7.
$7.
Yeah.
Maybe round it up 10. If she's cute and I'm a little tipsy.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of that, what's proper tipping etiquette? Like when you go to a restaurant, you take your family to a dinner. What's a good? How do you guys tip? I know how we tip.
Well, you were a server, right?
I was a server, yeah. So
let's start off with this. Every server is like always hyped and pumped. Like they're doing 30%. I mean, I got my nephews. We'll go eat somewhere, and he's dropping $50 tips. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
No, I mean, okay. So since I was a server, I think I'm extra picky.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I like to I have expectations. I like tipping 20% when 20% is earned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, I don't want you coming back to the table 20 times. They call it touching the table.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you coming back 20 times asking me how I'm doing. You need anything or anything like that. Like, come a couple of times, read the table, right? If they're really cool with my kids, that's a plus.
Right.
Because like when you take kids as a server, you're like, shit, I got a kid. Because you're going to have to be sweeping up some shit, right?
Mm, yes.
So if I put somebody through that, the tip might go a little bit more. But if they're bitchy about it, then you can tell from body language, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna scale back. But just nice. I don't ask for much. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's
ranch, ketchup, done.
I don't mind people. I mean, I can tell when somebody's hawking me and they're just like always at my table.
Right.
That doesn't get on my nerves. I mean,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that makes me think like they're keeping
paying attention.
No, that's cool. But like, if I'm on a date with my lady and we're having a conversation, like, don't keep interrupting the conversation. Like, read the room. If I'm with my kids, yeah, how's everything going? A couple extra times, I'm cool with that. But like, if I'm like trying to spit game at my lady, like, I don't need you coming back 15 times to be like, hey, what's up? If you see my Coke is empty,
you're just all jealous.
Just grab it.
The 25-year-old kid's behind her smiling at your wife, and
get your eyes off my lady, fool.
Yeah, why he's always got to stand behind me?
Why does he keep coming over here?
So how much do you tip?
So if it's a good, and the food matters too. If the food's not good, then I'll tip down. But usually 20% at a restaurant. But if it's like a fast casual restaurant, like where they're not serving me and I'm coming up to the table to get my food from you, then I'm taking it to go, probably $2 to $3 if I'm taking something to go.
What you, Rick?
I don't know. I'm all over the place. So I can tell. I know when I was a youngster, I used to be just like all the youngsters right now, people without money.
Yeah.
I don't tip, and I just leave this, and that type of mentality. Like, who cares about tipping? They don't deserve it. Blah blah blah. And then you start making some money and have some good income, and all of a sudden you're being nice. And I'm like. I remember my averages were $5. Didn't matter what size of the meals was. This is pre-COVID, so meals are pretty decent and cost-effective per se. And now everybody got $5. Yeah. And then as time goes on and you have a little bit more money in your pocket, then I started using the 15%.
Okay.
And just the double tax and getting out there.
Yeah.
And from the 15%, I gauge if I had a good time, or if there was an issue. And then if there was a food issue, I never took it out on the tip.
On the server, right.
On the server. But if there was a server issue, then I took it out on the tip. That's really about it. But right now, what I have an issue with on tipping is the price increase of everything. So before, let's say, and I'll give an example, me and Teresa can go out and have a nice, decent meal, and we're out of there $25, $30.
Shit.
Damn, where you going, dog?
Right.
Well, remember, plates were like $11, $12.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before COVID, way before COVID, but and then another drink, you can get out of the $30. $15 each.
Damn.
Shit.
That's gangster.
Hell yeah.
And so you tip on that, and then what's 7%? Let's say 10%, 30. That's I'm brain farting.
Of $30?
30,
yeah.
$33.
$7?
$7. That's 15%.
Oh, 15% is like $4.50.
Okay,
roughly.
So right there, you're $5.
Yeah,
you're $5 tips, and that's what everybody's used to. Even the servers say they're going to get $5. That's their average because a full meal is $15 each, $30. Anyways, now you can't get out of a sit-down place for $50 to $60.
No.
So now your tips have doubled, just like your meal has doubled.
Yeah.
So now you're paying $10 on top of that. Which is, it seems like chump change, but now your budget. Hey, I'm going to take my wife out to eat, but now you have an expectation of 15%. So that's doubled in a sense, but you're getting the same thing as pre-COVID.
Yeah.
You're getting the same service, you're getting the same food, you're getting the same everything. Nothing's changed, but now you're expected to tip. You know what I mean? And I'm probably using the lower number of just me and Teresa. And I'm like, say I take out my parents or have a group and I'm taking the check, and now we're up to $200 check. And
$5. Here you go.
I wouldn't do that,
yeah.
But the old school, 15%, and it would have been half the cost.
Yeah.
Before it would have been $100. Now it's $200.
But then if so, like for me, like if prices have gone up for food, and then I know your minimum wage has gone up, like now I expect better service because now I'm gonna tip you on a higher, like you're saying, on a higher sell price, right? On a higher check price.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's just like, no, I expect a little more.
Everybody at McDonald's are happy. Have you noticed that?
No, they're happy to park my ass and make me wait for my fries. How about you? What do you tip?
We tip. Well, I got a big party. Like when we go out to, me and Vanessa hardly ever go out to eat by ourselves.
Yeah.
So we have fucking 9 people, and my boys don't order.
$2,000 later.
It's like a $300 ticket every time we go eat.
Mm-hmm.
So we double the tax plus. Depends on how they act. Like if our drinks don't go empty and they don't fuck up nobody's food and they got to clean up after my grandson, it'll be double the tax plus like $20.
Hey, as long as you're nice, man, you can fuck up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just gotta have a smile.
If you're nice, man, and you're just like don't feel like we're putting you out
Yes.
in your job, then we're good. So when I worked in serving, I worked at a particular place. I won't say it on the podcast, but a lot of my tables, I would get like the $3 tips, $2 tips on like $50 bills and stuff like that. Like,
did that make you mad as a student?
It did, and it was because it was a particular group of type of people. No race. And when it comes,
are used to in Mexico, there's no tipping.
No, not like that. It's just when it comes to age, a specific age group.
Okay.
That would always go into this place, right? And so I knew when I worked a certain hour that this age group was going to come in and I was going to get shit for tip.
Mm-hmm.
But you still have to work the hardest, like, you're like, because they're more demanding, like just like, yeah, I need this, I need that, I can't have this and that, and then you got to take that out, modifying everything, and you're gonna walk away with a $5, $4, $3 tip and some pennies, and so that sucks. So then when you get into the night shift and now dinner's coming and now you're like, okay, come on, man, like I got to make a little bit, I got something to pay, a bill to pay, whatever. So those tips do matter when you're on the other side as a server, going, damn, man, this has been a slow night. I've been getting $3 tips all day long, all $5 tips. I ain't going to walk out of here with at least $50, if that. On a good night, $150.
Dude, where were you working at? Because my nephew get like $400 a night.
Yeah,
well, that's back, that was like back then, what, 10 years ago?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? When I was serving. I don't know how it is like there now, but
your average meals are probably $12
per person, easily. So the tips do matter, and I tried to put that into my decision on how much I'm tipping. And because I used to be that person, like you always say, Victor always says, well, you don't know what they need at that moment. You know what I mean? Like what if they're like, shit, I need
what
this
about
shift.
My needs?
I need this shift to go well because I need to make a hundo today because I got to pay XYZ, whatever it is. You know what I mean? So it just depends on the clientele. And
here's another way I used to tip, and it kind of doesn't work anymore. But I drink a lot with my meals, like soda, So if a server plays it right and she keeps an eye on my stuff, she can dump 4 to 5 drinks on my table,
right?
And it's all gone,
right?
You know what I mean? So I would count them and I give them the same thing, $2 a thing, and it would usually exceed the 15%.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now it doesn't exceed the 15%. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if they bring in 3 drinks, that's $6.
Yeah,
That's pre-COVID tipping. You know what I mean? The 15%. Now the $6 won't cover the 15%.
No, that's like maybe 5% now, bro. Yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah. Well, no, they're screwed if I keep them on.
Yeah.
And then you get those servers that like they're doing you a favor by being at work.
Yeah, don't be like that.
Back up.
Don't be like that. So one thing I do too is after like we're done eating somewhere is like I'll organize the plates and set them up, because it's just like I'm like, yeah, I don't want them to come to a dirty table. You know what I mean? Like I remember how I was when I was having to bus tables. I'm like, geez, what a mess. Like, can't I just stack the shit for me?
I do that too.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I stack
does that.
everything. I put everything at the end.
Yeah.
Put all the cups at the end. and I even wipe down the whole table. That's more my pet peeve.
Yeah, mine too.
Because I hate putting my hands when I'm talking to everybody and everything's dirty, just gross looking.
Let's just clean up real quick.
Yeah, so I always clean up, and then they could see everything stacked up, and then take it out.
And then they know, hey, time to bring the check. Time to bring the check.
Okay, so when's the right time to bring the check? Like, I've been in the middle of a meeting, they're like, here, take care of it whenever you want.
Or when they first,
Fucking, I'm
when
not.
they drop off the
The last plate, they're like, here's the check, take care of it whenever.
The right time to drop the check is after you drop dessert. And if they decline dessert, then
that's true.
when you drop it.
So as the owners want you to upsell the dessert.
Yeah.
So if they're dropping the check with the meal,
Yeah,
You're
they're
done.
not counting you out. Yeah, no.
I mean, even if there's no dessert, how about coffee? You know, then when they're having coffee or one more drink, then you drop, and you know there's not going to be
I
dessert.
remember a couple scenarios where they dropped the check too soon, and like,
Yeah.
dude, can you bring my wife coffee?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we'll sit and have coffee after.
I'm still hungry. Can you give me another taco,
Yeah,
please?
yeah. I've had that happen a couple times.
Yeah.
I mean, like, dude, you're telling me that this is it?
And right there, that'll dock your tip.
Mhm.
That'll be like, I feel like you're trying to roll your table over that quickly, and you're trying to get me out.
Yeah, I don't remember docking them, but yeah.
Especially when the restaurant's empty and they're still trying to rush out the fucking door. I'm like, what the fuck?
Because, and then I don't know, it's just I remember from my experience as a server, like if you knew your table was going to be shit, you'd be like, all right, well, let's hurry and get the fuck out of here because I got, all this checklist of cleaning shit that I got to do.
Yeah.
I got to go stock all this shit
Side
for
work.
people, like side work. I hate it. So I got to go roll silverware.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah, whatever.
I have this story. I was in Northern California somewhere. Me and Teresa were up there, and we went to the sit-down restaurant, and we sat there, trying to get sit down, and everybody's ignoring us, and then I finally I said, "Can we sit down and get a place to sit?" And then like, okay, so they sat us down. Everybody's ignored us. I don't even have menus.
It's because you're Mexican.
So I got up. And I got my own menus from the hostess area, and I sat down, and then I had to ask for a waitress.
Oh shit, I'm out. I would have left.
You know what I mean? So we had our meal, and the waitress. I mean, you don't take it out on the waitress, but the waitress was like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Very on top of everything. And then I was like, so we had our meal. I'm like, fuck this. I'm not gonna leave a tip for shit. Like I had to do everything myself. You know what I mean? She most likely she probably dropped her meal off and just took off.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I mean? One of those didn't reach out to us again. So I got up and like, dude, she chased me.
For a tip?
She chased me in the parking lot, cussing us out. What the fuck? Blah,
Really?
Blah, blah. Yeah, over a non-tip.
Oh shit.
And
That's crazy. I had to get my drinks we had to get refills for us one time. I got to buy 3 times to get a refill. And Vanessa's like, are you tipping? No. I left them a fucking penny. That was my tip. Bye, Felicia.
You don't make sense, bro.
Yeah, buy them out.
I probably get up for drinks most often, but I don't take it out on them because I know I'm a heavy drinker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it comes to meals,
Right.
I take 2 bites, drink, bite, drink, bite, drink.
And I'm good at reading the room. Like if like that's the server, and that server's got like she's going to like 4 or 5 tables.
And you got a party of 12.
All right. I get it.
I remember here in Broken Yoke, they knew me so well. They'd bring me a whole
Pitcher?
a pitcher full of soda. You know what I mean? And their cups are already like huge.
I love that. Don't get me wrong. I love it when a server drops that and he goes here just because you're slamming them really fast. Oh, thank you, bro. Hell yes,
I tell my family, you guys all get water.
Oh,
Because none of you are going to drink it. I'll drink it. Just shoot it on over. Everybody asks for water.
Hey, Ricky gets 1 Coke and just with a straw and pours it in a little bit of everybody's water. Here, now you got Coke water. Coke
No,
water.
no, I'm just saying I'll
they
drink
would
water.
charge for the water. Rick and be
I'd
like,
be
no
fucked.
water.
No water.
Yeah.
Dry.
I'd be fucked. Because I drink water more than I do soda when I eat.
Yeah.
So I just tell no one else drinks water. Like they hate water.
Yeah.
Like they're allergic to the shit.
When my sister got a divorce and all the nephews, we kind of, went in to help them out. So one day I picked them, hey, let's go have some dinner, right? So I'm just used to 3, me, Teresa, and Isaac. That's it. You know what I mean? So we went to In-N-Out. So that's 5, 10, 15 bucks. Back
cheap.
then, that's $15 bucks.
That's cheap.
For the meal, $5 a meal back then. anyways, so all the kids come in, they're all excited, and their dad came from money, right? Like real money, and but he was gone. They're all broke at this point, and I come in and out. They're like, "Oh, let me get a shake. Let me get this, and another 2, and an extra this." I'm like, all you kids, go sit down.
You're all getting cheeseburgers.
I'm like, go sit down. I'm ordering.
Yeah.
And that was it. And they all
Yeah.
got like 1 meal each, and that's it. No extra shakes and
No,
this and that. I was like,
nothing.
dude, like, yeah, I'm not used to like having. It was 4 of them, my sister 5 plus us. We went from 3 to 8
Yeah.
overnight.
That's when you go to pizza, bro. Like, just one pizza, here you go.
Well, not with those boys. Those boys are like, here's 3 pizzas.
Cut it double time, so smaller slices.
So I remember when I was in the industry, I used to hate the kitchen closes at 9. At 8:45, in walks a fucking 8 top. I'm like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, well, that's extra cash if you got some.
Yeah, but
Not in
like,
the back. The
but
back of the
not in
house,
the back.
we're already
They
clean.
Yeah, they're
We're already
cleaning. They close
wiped down.
They close half of the grill down.
Yeah.
You know, only have one fryer on.
And then they don't just want burgers. These motherfuckers want fish. They want fucking steak. They want.
And they're
So
like,
everything's got to come back on.
the shit that the kitchen's thawing for the next night. You're
Yeah.
like, damn.
It's just fucking.
Or you go to a place that you know they're closing at 9, and you're like there, like 8:45.
Yeah.
You start walking up, and you can see everybody inside the restaurant because it's night. You know, it's late. You see everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
They're
what?
like, are they gonna come?
Is
in
he
here?
gonna come
Are
in
they
here?
gonna come in here?
And you know what they're saying, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know what they're saying.
Don't come in this
What the
motherfucker.
fuck? You need to go turn around.
Shut the
get
door.
your ass home.
Mhm.
So
They're
you
like,
eat-
ah, fuck.
If you eating at 9, you can go drive through, motherfucker.
That's when that 96 list comes out. That 96 that, 96 that, 96 that.
86.
86.
86.
86 it.
86 is.
86
You know,
means no more.
No more.
86 steaks, 86 chicken, 86 fish. Just burgers.
Yeah, you get burger. No, you get fried food only.
Yeah.
Chicken tendies. Oh my
Call it
gosh,
good.
I hated that too. And because I worked back in the kitchen too, it was just like, oh, you got one more? Seriously, bro? Seriously?
It's like
I'm already-
refires.
I'm already out. I'm gonna check in my head. I'm like, I'm out this bitch.
Yeah, all I gotta do is
So-
clean the grill, sweep the barn, I'm out.
So this has to apply to probably everybody. Your favorite restaurant in the whole wide world because the food is bomb. You probably don't even double think tipping. You just tip the hell out of the place.
Oh yeah.
They can have bad service. The waitress never comes back, but this place makes you happy. And guess what? Here's some extra money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got that.
I love places like that. I got a couple of places like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a place.
Drop
there's-
it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Jake's in Delmar. I mean, they're
Jake's
always
What is that?
good.
Is that a steakhouse?
No, it's a seafood and steak. Seafood and
Okay.
steak. Really small, right on the beach.
Mhm.
It's beautiful.
What's the other place?
Any steakhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, any steakhouse.
Anything that makes me smile.
Yeah, any steakhouse is really good, and like there, you know, you're gonna get tipped and stuff.
What about
as
the
well.
Brazilian place? Have you been there?
I've been there. I don't like it.
Which Brazilian place did you go?
That's the one out the Carlsbad Mall.
You don't like it?
It wasn't my cup of tea. No, the steaks were good. I mean, the meat were good, but it's just like that's all I ate though. Like everything else was kind of crappy, like all the sides and stuff.
What are you talking about? This guy wants his salami and
Yeah, it's fucking lox and fucking bagel.
Yeah,
with
like I
capers.
said, the meats were
Capers
good.
and
The meat was good, but it's just like, and for the price too. I mean, it's pretty spendy.
dude, my nephews don't have money. They'll spend money there.
Yeah.
They'll call me up, Theo, I haven't took you out in a while. Let's go to the Brazilian steakhouse. Let's do it. And we're running over there. You know, Teresa don't go because she doesn't eat enough. You know,
Right.
But we'll go, dude. That's like bomb for me. Like I have these. They have, and you have to ask for them. They don't have them out there in the open like rarely. You know what I mean? But they have beef ribs.
Oh, see, we didn't see that shit.
And they're like the tomahawk beef ribs, like the huge ones, dude.
I love beef
man.
ribs.
Yeah, see, I didn't see that shit.
Mhm.
Beef ribs are the shit.
Yeah.
But if you're into steakhouses, you should love that place. They all
Like I
have-
said, the meat that was coming off, where they're cutting off of the freaking sword that they bring out,
Mhm.
that shit was bomb.
Mhm.
That was really good.
But they have mashed potatoes just like everywhere else.
It wasn't good.
I beg to differ.
Yeah, it's okay. That's okay.
Mhm.
But if it had fucking capers
you,
and
you don't
fucking
like
lox
you don't like bagels and lox, man. That, you know.
Ah.
It's okay, bro. But I'm saying
This guy was raised on tater tots.
Yeah.
I wouldn't drop $100, bro.
That's why he's not into
Fucking-
real food.
The fucking fish patties or those fucking fish sticks and shit.
Yeah.
Ugh. No, my sisters
He's like,
love that
let's
shit.
go to Red Lobster. Oh my gosh.
I've never been to Red Lobster.
Oh, that's your type?
What?
No, I've never been to
That's
Red
your
Lobster. I've never been to Red Lobster.
This is their steak and all you can eat shrimp. And
This
shit.
guy would love
I go
food
to
from, like,
Sizzlers.
old folks home. Like, oh man,
No.
that's a steak and it's a patty.
No, Sizzlers. Sizzlers is the
It's a
shit.
chopstick.
Sizzlers is the shit. I'll go to Sizzlers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't go to Hometown Buffet.
Oh, that stuff is gross.
That's gross. That's
How about
gross.
Golden Corral?
I've never been to Golden Corral.
Me neither. Never been.
You been to Golden Corral? There's one in Lake Elsinore.
I'm assuming it's just like hometown, right? Same type
Yeah,
of
but the
food.
food's good though.
I heard it's better than Hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texas
I don't know
Roadhouse.
because I can't eat like when I was younger.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
I
I could
can't
put
either.
it down like crazy at hometown and all that stuff, but I don't know if I can value that anymore because now it's
How about Texas Roadhouse? You guys been to Texas Roadhouse?
Bomb.
I'm going tomorrow for my birthday.
bomb.
Fucking bomb. Their fucking rolls in the butter.
Okay, so it's my birthday tomorrow. So what should I get? Because I can get
Get
anything on
everything.
the menu.
You gotta go get everything.
Get
Get the
everything?
steak, mac and cheese are good. They have big old potatoes like
The loaded potatoes?
Loaded potatoes.
The
You've never been
rolls.
there?
I've never been there.
Get the ribeye steak, the
ribeye steak?
bone-in ribeye steak.
Okay, that's what I was looking
It's like
at.
an 18 ounce.
Okay.
But the bread's gonna fucking the bread and the butter,
I usually get a filet mignon there,
filet mignon,
but they cut it in half.
butterfly.
Butterfly.
Okay, so how do you like? Are you not a fucking well done steak guy? Are you?
Yeah, he is. If he's getting a
Not
filet
well
mignon.
done. No, I'm a medium rare guy.
Oh, okay.
Well, then, I was gonna say
like
if you're cutting a filet in half, man, you're
a
well done.
Medium to well. What do you? How do you like yours?
Mid rare, baby.
Yes,
Mid
sir.
rare. Little blood.
My wife's like, your shit's still mooing.
That's okay.
Leave it alone.
Hey, did you, at the Brazilian Steakhouse, did they give you medium rare or rare?
No, I just got.
You gotta
whatever.
ask them. You
Okay.
gotta ask them because they know on the stick. They know where it's at.
Okay.
Because usually, like, remember, it's on a rotisserie, right?
Right.
So they come out and chop the ones that are cooked well onto for the people, and then they throw it back over there, and they're throwing it on the section that's rare. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Elijah, we take him over there, and he's like, "Give me the bloodiest part," and
Yes.
and then boom, like they cut it, and just tons of blood is coming.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, like, I love the flavor of the meat over at the Brazilian place. It was bomb. I mean, I just for like $50 or whatever, just to eat meat, and I'm good.
All you can eat meat. What are you talking about?
Dude, but I'm like full, bro. Like by like the 15th medallion, bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, no
Well, it could have
more.
been due. You made a mistake. The first mistake.
Did you say steak?
No, mistake. the first mistake.
I'm hungry now, bro.
The first mistake that I did when I ever went to Brazilian is eating the regular food.
Okay, yes.
I went to the buffet. I had the salad. I had they have beans,
meat and cheese
rice.
and
They had
stuff.
this what do they call it? Scallop potatoes.
Yeah.
And I filled up on that. When the meat came, I was done. Like it was like I had
Is that
to
the one
eat.
where you got to turn the little thing over when you want more meat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So with Roadhouse though, like I was thinking, I'm like, I should get a big ass steak and then like a side salad, so because I'm gonna eat all that bread. Or should I? What side is the best to
They're
have? there?
corn, the corn kernels.
Corn on the cob, or just
No. It's corn kernels in like a little bowl.
Oh, really?
Fire.
Oh, really? Is there like
So
any elote there or
fucking-
what?
No. It's just corn.
Okay.
It's bomb.
Okay.
Super bomb.
Like boiled corn out of a can. That was bomb back in the day.
but butter, and then they put like a garlic salt and pepper.
What is that?
He
So
says
that's
corn out of a can. I mean, you're like giving us evidence of
a wit kid.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Fucking
I was-
bologna sandwiches.
Oh, poor baby.
bologna. I love bologna with
Bologna.
fried eggs.
Fried
and
bologna
everything.
with eggs is bomb.
We would do freaking
100%.
fried bologna and mustard on bread. Boom, done, done.
Nope, not me.
How about like my cousins all one time? He goes, I invented a dish. It's called a patty melt. I was like, okay, what is it? We were kids. You got fucking bologna, put it on the fryer, and put fucking cheese on it. I was like, that's no fucking patty
That's
melt.
not
What
a
the
patty
fuck is
melt.
wrong with you? Patty melts are bomb.
I used to take like, you know the bologna that had the red wax around it.
Oh yeah.
I those were thick as hell. I used to grab 3 of those bitches and fucking cook them all, fry them.
I've seen people smoke bologna like a bologna loaf, like
Uh-huh.
a whole ass bologna. That's too much bologna for me.
That's too much cow hoof
I don't know if I
and
can
cow
do that
tail
shit.
and pig tail and
Gross.
So you guys good with the? Okay, so for hot dogs, when you eat hot dogs, do you get all beef hot dogs, or do you get
Yes.
hot dogs?
I get the Hebrew Nationals of the ballparks.
All beef.
All beef.
How about you, Vic? You too?
All beef, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
You can't fuck around with that. Whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
but that's like no. I like the ghetto shit. The fucking chicken, pig, and fucking beef hot dog. That's fucking.
I'll eat that for huevo con weenie, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's the best.
yeah.
That's our comfort food. We had that this weekend. Fucking hot dogs and eggs.
That
Yeah, I
sounds
have
fun.
like hot dogs like once a year.
You can just come to my
Yeah.
house, bro. You don't even have to tip me.
I know. I know. He has it on a bagel.
On a bagel with lox.
I
and
do have
fucking.
fish at the house. I'm not gonna lie. I do.
Oh man!
Oh,
So tipping etiquette. So we're still at 15, even though prices exceeded or are high.
Yeah.
I guess double tax is 15%.
So
20%.
I go plus. Mine's double tax plus.
Double
Yeah.
tax plus.
Double tax plus.
I mean, and you just
And don't take it out on the waiter.
Don't take it out.
No, fuck
when the
that.
food
They're
sucks.
working.
No.
I never do.
If the food sucks, I just don't come back.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But
Yeah.
We were talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't come back.
I don't take it out on the waiter.
Don't take it out on Yelp reviews.
No, I don't want to
that's
say that
a
either.
Business killer.
Because we were talking about this the other day too, that it's just it might be that 1 hour that you came in, something happened, something
Yeah.
slipped
Yeah.
through the cracks, and it chose you.
You
Yeah,
just
the
killed
100
all
people
of them.
before you was like perfect.
And you just killed their
You were the
game,
one.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
just be kind to your server. You never know what they're going through. You know, I've been there, done that.
But I still want to know what the beer, because if it was $1 before,
Dude, beers are like $6 now, bro.
I
$7.
know. So what I'm getting at is, okay, the meals have increased it,
Right.
15% the same, but the beers have increased,
Yeah,
and I'm still at $1.
Dollar's good.
Dollar's
I
good.
think a dollar's good.
if you're getting one beer and you're paying $6 something for it, $1 is good. Leave $1.
Dollar's good.
Guys, leave a comment in the comments below and let us know if we're wrong in this area.
Yeah, what's your tip?
I don't know.
We're way off.
Here comes the servers. They're gonna be commenting out there all day.
No, they're not.
That's
The servers are sleeping until at least 1, bro. You're good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
servers, let's go, baby. Come on.
yeah.
Yo, you tune in the Loop North County where we do this just because we have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Centric Auto Repair, where we take care of all your automotive needs. Thanks. Talk to you guys later.